Welcome up, what is back? We are here playing Great Qing and Victoria 3. We are unpausing and we have just set up a war here against Japan to open up their market. Last episode we got recognition, and so for now we're kind of entering this next phase where we are going to be trying to keep our infamy relatively low while at the same time integrating as a bunch of subjects. Eventually we're going to want to turn a corner. Ooh. War between Mexico and the US. Eventually we're going to want to turn a corner where we just start puppeting people and we just let our infamy go to like 500, but I don't think we're strong enough to take on, 3 to 4 great powers, at least not yet, and so probably around that time we'll just start puppeting people in our world conquest attempt. We are also going to try and get the egalitarian society achievement, maybe. I don't know how exactly we're going to get rid of state religion, because currently we have the literati, which is the unique interest group for them, for the Great Qing, which notably does not support those particular law passes. I'm pausing because we have a play going on. And so, yeah, we're going to have to get a nihilist somewhere or something like that. We can pass multiculturalism, but right now I think I like the extra authority. Maybe we should just go for it. Let's take a look at our populations. So I believe Han and, well, I guess a good chunk of our population is non-Han. Yeah, let's go for it. This will be relatively painless to pass. And we'll get a little Binkin authority, but that's fine. Now let's take a look. I imagine they just give in here. And we are opening the market, and then we are going to improve relations with them and try and subjugate them via diplomacy. Currently, we can subjugate Peru, Bolivia, for example, via diplomacy, but the reason we are not, if we use our obligation, they will accept. But the reason we will not is because we will gain 6 infamy, which will kick us over the 25 threshold, because it's all in thresholds, so 25, 50, 75, all this sort of thing. And then they will no longer want to accept. So we will just do that after this war, and we will vassalize a few of these guys, and probably try and open up like Sokoto's market, for example, if we can, or he's probably too cordial with us. We do want a trade agreement with Russia. We are doing a lot of trade volume with them. We recently had to fight them. We fought them in order to get our declared status as a great power. I forget. We forced recognition on them, and now... And we also took Finland from them. But yeah, so this is kind of more of a chill war. If you don't want to increase infamy, you want to do something productive, opening up people's markets is a pretty good look. The big ones are Japan, Sokoto, and Ethiopia, if it forms, is generally pretty big in terms of pops. And so that can be a pretty big game. Because in order to subjugate, generally, you need to have the market open. So we are going to try and diplo-subject them here. And we are improving relations already, which is kind of an amusing situation. They probably just back down here. Yep, we have the queue pretty filled up. We filled it up in the interim. We are probably going to up construction a bit more because we passed laissez-faire. We have a large investment pool transfer. Let's take a look. Yeah, we can just afford more construction straight up. So... why not? As long as we're like below 2K is kind of where it gets hard to keep up with it at speed 3, but it's going to be easier with China in general because you have so much agriculture stuff that you can develop that it's a lot easier to keep up. Generally, when it starts getting really hard to keep up is when you run out of all the agriculture and resources development that you can do, and so it starts being like you can't just like dump 30 farms in or whatever. We're actually going to need a lot more. And so a good way to... we're going to want to kind of focus on where peasants are, I suppose. That one's at the bottom of the queue, that's fine. Wow, shocking that this goes through. I suppose we should have demanded more from them, like war reps, but we don't want to get too feisty with them. Or there's not too much we can demand because we're looking to not increase our infamy at all. So we will just keep going through it. They did not get any allies, so this should be a short war. But to make it shorter, we're just going to land their capital. And Kanto is probably the next most populous spot, so we'll just do that and that. And probably get that through pretty quick here. And now we're running a huge deficit. Why is that? Ah, because our investment pool is not transferring for everything. That's fine. We intervene in the political process. Sure, we'll take some success chance. Not a problem. And we will just cruise along here. Now, let's kind of... We're just looking in terms of what the world situation looks like on the map. Let's take a look at the economies. We are by far the largest. Great Qing is probably the easiest start in the game. Oop. What's that about? We might have to go to war with... so one of the main problems is landing is really tough right now, so we kind of want to go to war with people with whom we have adjacencies, but maybe we can fight someone like the Ottomans after this. Just to break them up. What did we research? I know we got something. That's right. We got new PMs for this. Philosophy department. Now plus 225 innovation. I'm just going to take a quick look. So we have... I think we've already hit the cap, that the cap is based on our literacy rate. So what this will just effectively only do is contribute to qualifications, but that's fine. I think it also will help boost literacy. I'm not 100% sure how this works. But qualifications are good. We love them. Philosophy department's completed. You don't say. Ugh, I'm having flashbacks from my philosophy degree. We're gonna go for pragmatism, I suppose. Very pragmatic, although that's not exactly what pragmatism is. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna get into a philosophy like discussion. Let's see. Take a look at what's expensive in our market. We can add to the back of our queue, because our queue is about to fill out anyways. I think we're exporting fertilizer. We might try and export some more sugar. Yeah, sugar is something we got to keep an eye on. It's also something we want to import, generally speaking, so let's see if we can import it. And, seek, dude. But we will have to make it ourselves as well, because that's not gonna... our economy is just so huge that, we have to, like, even if we're importing enormous amounts of stuff, we have to, like, do a lot of it ourselves as well. Alright, we're going to take a pause, because that's going to change some things over. We don't want to do it here, because this is where we can grow opium, and I think we're more likely to get, like, an opium shortage. So we'll just do... And we will need rails in both of those spots off of that. And then... Don't need to pause here. Oh my god. I'm just having a brain meltdown, and then I forgot what we... Okay, we got dynamite. We got the boom booms. And so, I think we have a shortage now of, this stuff. So, where's Northern Ampui? And we will just drop, in each of these, we will drop a railway. At the front of the queue. And a good reason for wanting to decrease the price of iron in general is it is the biggest part of our construction good price, so decreasing that decreases government expenses by a lot, and Japan is, you're struggling. Alright, Gold Rush. It's all mine. We are running negative, but as soon as we start producing stuff that laissez-faire will feed into, it'll be fine. Or we stop constructing stuff, like, once we stop constructing all these unis, basically, it will dump a whole bunch of money in. So, boom booms aren't even all that expensive. Alright, let's get more food industries as well. I think we currently, our cap is currently 30. In terms of increased economies of scale bonus. So we'll just bump that up mostly here. And then take a look. Silk is starting to get up there, so I guess we will, you know, add some silk. And then we'll give them railways, kind of a little proactively there. and this is the name of the game. Alright. So we're doing pretty good on that front. Let's make sure my mic's not muted. Okay, it's not. Always terrible when that happens. Pretty reputable. I suppose we could declare some rivalries here in order to get our decay to be a little bit faster and just to give us more diplomative score to work with. Except, I'm not sure who we want to rival at this point. Well, France is going to be the strongest. And we aren't running any trade with France, so France seems reasonable. This will also make people who are friends with France a little bit more nice towards us. Our line is going up. We love to see it. That line's not. Well, let's see what our poor people are really consuming and see if we can do something about that. Grain is getting expensive. Can we import grain? Probably not at the rate we need it to. Yeah, we can't even import it. Okay, so we are going to have to be our own breadbasket. Let us make some farms as well. Wheat farms. So we're going to just try and do a lot where we have a ton of capacity. I know this is an integrated territory, so this will empower the landowners a little bit, but so be it. I forgot what we were trying to pass. Multiculturalism. We'll take that -3. And now, we're just one step forward to our liberal society. Yay. We need public schools, though. And no one supports public schools. No one who's powerful enough. And protected speech. I don't know if this is bugged. But we've been trying real hard to get the Industrialists. I don't know if this is bugged or 1.1. Oh, we've become the #1 great power. Hot damn. But if we go here, all the Industrialists finally get into power, and then immediately, so they've been at like 1% for like forever, and then immediately they just all spike up. And so maybe it's just a matter of getting them to not be in this group of marginalized. And maybe this is kind of what's important. I don't want guidance. But like for the longest time we've been boosting them and like our capitalists, so like in 1.06, if you look at the buildings and you look at the capitalists, they would be like almost, they would be like 60% industrialists. And now if we take a look here, oh, they're back to like 60% industrialists. So they just have to not be marginalized, and then it like is a light switch and they just come on board. Or was this a hot fix? And they were sitting at like 1% in this run for like forever for no reason, and then now they're like not. I'm not sure, but we'll throw them in government because we need them to do schools. Now religious schools is what we can pass, but we're kind of trying to well, you know, we can do private health insurance too. Don't hate that. Our population, we're going to get way more pops from pop growth and migration, but it won't be super efficient right now. So much has changed now that we have the Industrialists. Yeah, so maybe that was just hot fixed or patched or something like this. We eventually, I think, want to go oligarchy. I don't think there's anything in here in terms of not being oligarchy, just to have a ton of authority. Because we're going to lose a lot from deviating from this, which is not too big a deal. I think we also kind of want to stay monarchists. How mad do people get? Well, it's not too bad. I think it's pretty hard to pass. I think we should wait until they're more powerful. I think we kind of want schools, but we would prefer public schools. Now, why can't we do public schools? That's why. That's right. So we have to get rid of state religion, which there's no way to do right now. So I guess religious schools aren't the worst. This is going to cost us a ton of bureaucracy. So maybe it's not even... Well, we won't even want to pass it immediately, but let's take a look where we have... We have stuff guys in reserve, but it's not too big a deal. Where we have the most insufficient tax capacity, and look to kind of bump that up. I think we're going to have a lot of insufficient tax capacity there too. And then just looking to try and get over 1K, I suppose. Is kind of the goal here. And then, what was the other thing we were going to try and attend to? We open their market. Cool. Now we're going to bankroll them. If we can, which we can't yet. But we're going to improve relations. And we need to figure out another war that we want to start, because we're kind of on a bit of a timer to do world conquest. Although it's only been 30 years. We say only 30, but you know, it's still a bit of a time. I don't know if we're going to one-tag it or not. I think maybe we want to transfer subject them eventually, which means we're going to only do that once we're like turning the corner. Generally speaking, we're going to try and pull people in who do not have to defend the borders. Although they're switching a lot. I guess the rulers are dying more frequently here in 1.1. So we'll start bankrolling him. Because the Sikhs are pretty expensive to just full annex. I wish we could do a different war against them. Well, let's declare... We can once we declare interests, right? And for one of our achievements, we have to get... treaty ports in all of these... in France and, what's it called? Let's take a look at actually what the requirements for that achievement are. I think we have to... Yeah, achievements are available. Guess I should have double-checked that at the very start of the run. Alright, we have to have a treaty port in France, Germany, the British Isles, Iberia, and Italy. So... we will, I guess, deck some interest there. And just wait, and I guess we'll go for a treaty port next. I suppose Spain would be the easiest, but the problem is we have to land them. And I don't have a good way of landing these guys. So maybe that has to wait a little bit. Let's do that and that interest there, or there, rather. We can maybe start pushing around these guys. Bahrain, oil will appear in Bahrain, so maybe they'll be a good target. Nice, soft target that's likely to just back down against us. But like, we can take a look at our infamy now. It should be much lower, and so now we can start getting them in. We have to let them tick and see if that'll accept. So once we have that, we'll have 22. So we don't have an obligation with them. We can straight up Protectorate them. But then we will have too much infamy, so then they will unaccept. But with them as a Protectorate, we can, like, for example, fight New Granada kind of easy. Maybe you can open up... they don't... Our relations aren't bad enough with them yet. Guess we could go for Kutai or something like this. More than happy to have Italy side with the enemy. Now we will recruit our general. Seems a little bit better. We will promote him. Although we don't like promoting the scholar official, and we will mobilize all generals. I didn't see we were going to be starting a fight with this guy as well, but that works out for us, I think. We don't want to gain too much infamy, so it's not gonna super work out for us. But the guy we are talking about is the Dutch East Indies. We're now going to be fighting us. And so, just trying to assign a bunch of guys to each front. Because we're going to use some guys for landing as well. Or attempt to. Probably should have ironclads. Okay, well, let's take a look at what we can say in terms of liberate country. We can liberate a couple little guys. I'm not sure I like that, because that's just more wars we have to fight. Don't want to do any of that. Could ban slavery. That'll make it easier to vassalize them later. And war reps is probably good, because they are decently sized. We are making a ton of money. And our investment pool is growing. Well, that means we need to expand construction again. Now, why do you have problems? Do you have enough infrastructure? You do. But we just must not have enough convoys in a general sense. Well, we are going to... I think, well, not quite yet, but we're going to be going for this stuff pretty soon, so maybe we can sit tight a little on the convoy situation. Maybe we should just kind of add some of these, knowing that we're going to have to add them at some point anyway, you know? Ooh, you are having problems. How much infrastructure are you down, my friend? Just a little bit. Austria sided with Carthage. We don't like that. Austria is our buddy for trade. But we can make demands of Austria then. Probably also try and sway Russia. Oh, it's probably not worth the obligations, but whatever. We'll sway Russia and add a war goal on Austria, I suppose. Because that'll give us... I was thinking we just want a front with Austria, but that's not the right way to think about it. We'll liberate Hungary if we can, I suppose. And get war reps from Austria. Or actually... let's get an Italian treaty port. Except we small brain houred and we used all of our maneuvers. Okay, well let's just take war reps from them. If we can. Alright, well this is going to be a hefty war then, I suppose. We do have a lot of... let's see if we have expensive military goods. At the moment. And this we were just trying to, like, unlock getting the Industrialists powerful. That's why we were researching that. We were planning on going mutual funds, but with all this other stuff research, I guess we're just going to go ironclads, gentry cranes. And then, oh, it's pretty early. I think we did not switch over. Let's switch over to first aid. And power the purse. to get the Industrialists a little bit powerful in order to push some reforms through that we want. Let's start a bunch of trade with Japan so that they get into a better situation with us. Alright, what do you need, my guy? I think we should export furniture and clothes. We can. Although this is kind of a strategy that's better later. But we're just going to export the finished goods to them. When you, like, really just need... when your, like, luxury goods are really, really expensive, exporting the other goods is good because that means you can build more profitable furniture manufacturers and such. Because the furniture manufacturer has output of regular goods and luxury goods. Luxury clothes and regular clothes. Or sorry, luxury furniture and regular furniture. And because of that, if you export the regular furniture, it makes them more profitable so you can build more so you can get more luxury furniture. It's kind of a good way to think about it. Alright, what's cheap? Sugar. But you're importing sugar from us. Right? Or you just started exporting it to us? Nice of you. You have oil. You have some silk that's cheap. I guess we can import silk from you. It feels dirty. But also tobacco and dyes. Kind of big. And we just want to do a lot of trade volume with them so that they start to look at us as an ally. Yep, silly us. Could have had a treaty port. We kind of have a lot of infamy right now anyways, so this isn't the worst to just chill a little bit. We can activate conscripts in the few territories I know we have a little bit better stuff. Do better PMs there for conscripts. Maybe you have to get rid of bolstering someone. Maybe not. What should we... We don't want to run that deficit of authority, though. So we could get rid of this for now. Can certainly afford that. We are running a negative, but our investment pool is growing, so... Once we are building industrial stuff, it'll just, like, flood out, so that's fine. We're actually making a ton of money, so we should probably build more construction. How much are we up to? Not quite 1,500 yet, but... That should be a good amount of construction. Looks like the AI is a little bit different in 1.1 in terms of joining, because normally you don't get such a absolute banger of a big war here. Let's move someone. Well, looks like we're gonna slow push some of these spots. Maybe not here, but we want to help Russia out in their front as well. Probably need to expand the military a bit. I think we're already at 100 in Beijing. So... And this is going to be at the back of the queue because I don't think it's a super priority. And using Alt and Control at the same time doesn't work, so... And we will get a naval invasion here using the smallest guy we have available. Alright, let's take a look at... This is because we're doing a ton of agriculture, so it looks like agriculture is not supported anymore by it's called. Industry. We might have to kick some industry to the front of the queue then. Just to kind of control the amount of money we're currently losing, because we're, well, no, it's fine if we go into a little bit of a deficit, because we'll bounce out of it pretty quick. It's pretty fine. It's okay, we're okay. Precious conscripting. Maybe we want to raid the convoys over here. Instead, probably want to expand the navy a bit. I think we're already expanding it. It's just still ramping up, but we'll do that. And some of this action. Just trying to make sure the queue is a nice, healthy, big size. A little late for this, but we will switch our run over to skirmish infantry. Let's see about our unpinned journal entries. I think none of them are a big deal, but oh, I forgot about the whaling industry. Okay, fair enough. Realist art. Alright. Where do we have our art? I don't think it's here. I think it's here. So we'll add another one, I suppose. Try and get that. The whaling industry, we will... It has to be level 3 and profitable, so we gotta find one where it's gonna go to level 3. See, they want a trade agreement, that's fine, because we're trying to diplo pull them into our market. Wait, customs union? We can pay you an obligation, but we'll just wait because we're bankrolling you. Speaking of, we should check our bankrolls, see if we can get people in customs unions. Well, you just come in naturally, but we will annex you in a second, once we're not at war. Great. So where did our guys move to? What fronts? Who's traveling to the front? We'll take our biggest guy and move him over to this front here. Now he's in the middle of a battle. I really wish you could queue having people in these, but you can't. So we just gotta wait. Yeah, sure. We will be your protector. Maybe that's not good. I'm not exactly sure how this Sworn Protector modifier works. Humiliating defeat? That's not good. Well, we'll get you to someplace where you can get defeated elsewhere in a second. Actually, we'll just move this guy over instead. We will naval invade behind them here with the little guy again. Oh, that's not a little guy, but that's fine. Act census suffrage. No way, my guy. I think I actually need universal suffrage for this thing. I don't. Yeah, oligarchy all the way. Nice. Although we kind of have so much prestige already. Booming industries. What do we need for this? Need to activate full boom booms? Do we not have fully activated boom booms? we paying for subsidies a lot? Yeah, a bit. Should be able to swap this over. I'm not sure if we can take that, though. We can swap some of these over. Which ones are most profitable? We'll swap those first. Ah, we're not using full boom booms. I see. I understand now. Now we will get booming industry, and we will, just do that. We don't like Russia siding with Brunswick, because I think they're less likely to stay in this war for an extended period of time. Let's see if we have, no, everyone's kind of already fighting. Oh, it's not ideal. We're gonna start bankrolling them. We can't. Just kidding, we won't. Put them into our customs union. Still landing behind them here. We're trying to. We are going to have to add to the queue here. I think it's time to take a look here. No, that's not the... I want to see where we have a lot of industry and where we don't. Alright, I don't think you're auto-producing, but let's do this. And then we're going to need a few railroads. Then you also don't have much industry. You have paper, you're auto-expanding it. Railway. You need some. You need a couple. And then where else needs some industry that has a lot of hops? Yeah, you're not doing anything here. We make clothing. A lot of it. Now we're figuring that out. Booming industries. You don't say. I think we'll take this. Now. Hopefully our landing pops off soon here. Obligation from Argentina. I think they're not yet in our markets, so oh, they are in our markets. So we should be able to integrate them. I'm gonna start bankrolling these guys, try and pull them in the same way. See how are things going. Well, Russia's holding. We're making progress, but it's really slow. I think once this naval invasion pops up, we collapse this front. And then I think we want to land in Italy. Maybe Austria first. No, Italy first. Because we want to maintain the Austrian front. We don't want them to leave. Okay. So. You are definitely going to need some rails, my friend. I think that this, yeah, it's not an infrastructure problem, but it is convoys problem that'll help be solved by that. Yeah, you have a ton of infrastructure here in Formosa. Let's see. Yeah, let's, in Formosa, why don't we build food industries? And you have a ton of infrastructure. Do you have 91 available? Yeah, 93 close, if not there. We'll be there after the thing. And then can also build some more government admins. To try and get ready to pass some new laws. Like religious schools. Which notably it'll make a... Ooh, who supports separation? The petite bourgeoisie. Why? Because you are a nihilist. Well, we might have to promote the petite bourgeoisie. Unless we can find another nihilist. So, do that and, that. I suppose we could swap some PMs back to empower them. Very interesting. They've been shooting up too. So maybe 1.1 got patched. They decided it was a little bit too pronounced of an effect, like tamping down ownership stakes in terms of like what happened. Yeah, just like everyone got really powerful. I'm thinking at the expense of them. Mainly, yeah. Alright, so now we will land Italy before we lose the front. We don't want you escorting convoys anymore, though. Oh, you have, like, no morale. That's not ideal. Oh, because you're getting clapped. That's why. Alright. We're gonna land on their capital if we can. In fact, why don't we land in a couple spots, actually. Levy patrol coast there, just so you avoid some fights. And let's move someone big from this front over to Russia. What's this? We're not going to take the authority hit, but let's just take a look at how happy these people are with us. Yeah, well, Industrialists. Sorry, guys. Hey, we get the realist movement. Could do political strength of capitalists. That wouldn't be terrible, but how's your morale? You're doing good now. Alright, we're gonna invade in the capital. Dickhead. He'll be good. I think we just reassign him to the other front, but this is kind of what we want, is a stally type situation. And then you're going to have to keep that queue going. Arms, munitions, fish. Can we import fish? Japan, how are you feeling about this now? We gotta close this one. You're wary. I don't blame you. We opened up your market, so it's a little naughty of us. Certainly wasn't nice of us. The way we did that. We have not let the queue like auto construct in a little bit, so even if we get down to 0, it's not too big a deal. Let's make sure our colonies are doing well. I think we are edging out. Maybe we're not edging out Great Britain. We want to be. Kind of cutting everyone but France off, because I don't think it's possible to cut France off here. But, can we puppet them at war? I don't think we can. Oh, we can't. So let's take a look at our infamy. So we can afford up to, like, 5.3. That's too much infamy. Because it'll take us up over 25. At which point, they will be like, no way. Yangzheng naval invasion failed. But let's see if this one succeeds. We'll assign him to that front. Looks like it's not going to. So we're gonna try and... Oh, it failed because you lost the... Yeah, well, fair enough. We're gonna try and land them to get the Dutch East Indies out. I wish you could queue up an order for when you have this type of thing. It would be so very nice if you could queue an order. But you can't. You should be able to. But you can't. The worst, the battle's still going on. Holy snaps. I think we lose it, but, you know. We want to take Yangzheng. And then your naval invasion failed too, so I guess we'll go for Central Java with the same guy. And just try and get them out of the war. Sweden owes us an obligation. We are trying to pull them into the market, but they're neutral, but now they're cordial. They're adjacent to our market because Finland. So let's take a look at the Swedish market and try and do some trade volume with them, actually. So what do you need? You got what you need, boy. Got what you need. Call yourself a friend. Oh wait, that's you got what I need. That's imports. You got what I need. Groceries. Wow, softwood's expensive there? What the hell? Well, what's cheap? I guess maybe fish would be cheap. Silk. What? Oil's cheap, but we don't have any demand for oil currently, so... Fabric's a little cheap. I think we probably import fabric. Yeah, we can. Tools... Meat... Clippers... Nothing really. I guess fish is expensive in our market, so... Probably import some fish from them. Losing a lot of convoys here. We want this front to be going slightly badly, so we will transfer over this guy to here. And sparing some stuff, good things. Let's get your buildings up to... I think we have the max. We have the 51 cap now, so why don't we get to it? started landing here. Nice. And these two have merged, it looks like. Oh, Yang Gang just failed. Okay, well, we'll send you to here. Maybe it'll be easier to land here. And you are just gonna enforce on them here. Oh no, I thought you could go across here. Oh well. Well, West Java, I mean, their capitals. They will capitulate pretty quick off of that. And we could switch to ironclads, but that'll be next war. After this, we'll be going for jet-reed cranes. So that we can swap everything over, both steamers and ironclads. Because if we swap to ironclad production, then we make steamers. And then we don't have any of what we need. But we want to, I think we'll need engines. Or are we expanding engines? We're not. So let's just do some of that. And then a couple more of these, I guess. Yeah, these two, we're expanding here primarily because we have the decrees, which are giving the extra throughput. But we're expanding in other places as well. Like when we want the boom booms. Which these are not very profitable at all. That's unfortunate, we overbuilt a little bit. Dutch East Indies capitulate. So now everyone's going to move to this front, I suppose. Party on this front. And you lost battle recently. But we do want you to invade Italy. I definitely don't want... How are you feeling with Russia? I wish I could see how Russia was feeling about this war. So we definitely need them to keep it going. So... Sure. Why not? Oh, and we get a front. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, this one spot is vulnerable because it's so, since it's so small, I think they have like no conscripts. Yeah, there's no conscription center, so. But what's, why is our guy not on the front? We're here. You should be here. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's just gonna take the small little pocket off them, but it's something. Now, how close are you? We could give you an obligation. We wouldn't hate having a defense pact with you, so I guess we'll do this. Get you into the customs union. Invited you. Don't want to have a defense pact with you, so. Can we make you into a protectorate? Yeah, we can if we want. We will do that once we have peace in our time. Magang. Move you over here. And let's add to our queue, I suppose. I think we haven't made tools in a while. It's been a hot minute, and 51 is the new thing, so we'll get these guys up. And Beijing, I suppose. For anyone who plays Three Kingdoms games, Beijing is usually Beiping, like in terms of pronunciation. I'm not sure how intentional or like what all that's about, but just kind of interesting. Well, it looks like this front's not going too well. kind of care more about this front than we do the Austria front. We might also just have more recruitment available, yeah, in South China by a lot. So let's actually upgrade these generals from South China. Forget the best way to get to this. South China HQ. Sun and Rong, we can upgrade. Kind of want to upgrade the offensive guys more. So we will look for a different. Huh. Who else is in South China though? It's just Sun and Rong? Oh, okay, so we just do need a new general. No, there's 4 generals. Oh, he's gonna be nice for defending, so... Good defensive guy. We'll put you to defend this opening here, and we will have you advance this front. I suppose. I think that's most of them. Wish we could find out who other than Sun and Rong in the South China HQ. I know there's a way to do it, but I mean, do it like this. Regular troops in Beijing, so it's not him. He would not. We want someone offensive. To be kind of the bigger guys. No, we just don't have good offensive. Oh, you're in the north. You're in the north. No, you're from Beijing. Oh well. Yeah, this front's gonna close up. Hopefully we reopen another one, I guess. I'm gonna have an election soon. That'll be interesting. Because things have shifted quite a bit. The Reform Association's pretty strong. We are trying to... I think this is the first time I've ever supported the petite bourgeoisie. Trying to get them so that... because they have the Nihilist. Which will only last so long before he dies. We need him to get rid of the religion, so... there is that. We gotta reland. Here. Do we have more boats now? We do not. It takes so long to produce, so it makes sense. We're gonna have to add more to the queue. Trying to focus on industries, but maybe we should do a lot more. What's expensive? We should actually just check what's expensive. Sugar and softwood, and hardwood too. Alright, we just got public trading, so we're actually going to swap over a bunch of stuff, but before we do that, we're going to just places that have a lot of peasants. We will just put more chopping, more chops. And then we will want to switch stuff over to publicly traded. Specifically, I like doing a lot of the ones that, swapping a lot of the stuff that's owned by the scholar generals to publicly traded, because it adds capitalists, which kind of dilutes the power of the landowners. So I like swapping all these over, get more capitalists. The reason capitalists are good is increases investment pool transfer. In fact, is it going up right as I click it? It should have to adjust. But we'll add some of this as well. We won't swap these over because right now these are owned by capitalists, but when they get super profitable, we'll swap them over. And yeah. Ooh, we'll also swap over the gold mines because those are always really profitable. We don't like constitutional association, so do that. Things could be going a little bit better here. This war's been going on quite a while. Reform association doesn't do too hot, but they're up there. The naval invasion fails. This war is kind of stalling out. I think that's kind of a small one. Oh, looks like we somehow got part of a front back. So we will advance out of that front and defend that front with this guy. There we go. We really need to get the front, because if Russia drops out, we got kind of nothing, so we're just gonna, you know, focus over there. And, sorry Russia, I guess. Of course, if them getting pushed will make them drop out faster, but I suppose we could just rival Italy if Italy's gonna, you know, have that attitude. We won't swap those over now, because that'll help hurt our guys a lot. Yeah, I'm sure. Hopefully these landings go okay, or decently. What is expensive in our market? I think it's input goods are starting to get up there. Looks like a lot of tea, so we can sell that. And and then we will also import it. Because we're already importing it from Japan. Probably check how Japan's feeling about us. Let's get you some access, I guess, in case we accidentally build a new. Okay, time to check. How's Japan feeling about us? They're neutral. We can bankroll them now. So we will probably be able to get them. They will probably have to defend the borders though, so we'll see. Whoa, this is not what we want. Oh, this is kind of fine. And we will... Let's go with convoys to here, I guess. Kind of a long way to escort convoys. Deep bourgeoisie are coming up a lot faster than the Industrialists did. It's our initial, like, thing we had going on, so... Whoa, I want more on this front. I guess this needs a little bit of micromanagement. Yeah. Just can't land. I think I just support this, because this front will be fine if we can get in on it. Yeah, we just gotta stay. We gotta keep microing this, I think. I think if we push that, it'll reunite the front. Well, our guys are struggling to push here. I think it's lack of supply might be a big problem. Yeah, which we can't. Do we have more navy? No. Well, I think it's time we get some, I guess. The K-Bay is also in north, so we'll add some more there. And, yeah, we could support a lot more construction as well. Obviously, I'm not microing now, but, you know, gotta risk it to get the biscuit, I suppose. Look away for 5 seconds. Everyone gets off the front so we can leave them on. I didn't even assign to the right fronts. Stick donkeys, I don't think we want to turn on yet. Kind of a wild front, terrible. Very good. I don't think we can win this without Russia as well. It's kind of one of the struggle busy things. Alright. We have battalions in reserve. Where? There's South China and North China, so we can just promote some guys. We'll promote him, I guess. Kind of would rather have non-scholar officials. That handle our problem. I don't know which thing they're from. We could use another North China guy, I guess. Well, not one of these guys. I think that's just another South China guy, though. That should take care of that. Alright, what are our other notifications? Unproductive trade routes, low market access. Yeah, that's starting to hurt. We're gonna have to bite the bullet and build some cotton farms. Cotton plantation. Have a convoy problem. Yeah, this supply problem is not gonna be that tenable. Even trying to defend these convoys though, it's still not working. Still need more construction. Set some of these guys to auto. The ones that can only make cattle, we're gonna make them auto make cattle. Oh, they already are. Oh, we haven't let the queue like clear in forever. So they could, the queue could probably handle it themselves for a while. So there's a lot of profitable businesses just ready to auto expand and they can't. That guy over here. There was... Oh. And we have had it was kind of a bit of an uptick in radicals. I guess not recently, but just in general. There we go. Starting to get a unified front here instead of just all these pockets that are like a nightmare. And like if you leave one undefended, they just sweep in and they kill the entire front. Because if they get from behind you, you lose all your supply. Wait, why are we not taking on them? Oh, we have to pub. We forgot about something. Katai's right here. Yang Zhang is pretty big. We don't want to take him off. I guess we will. Everyone else must be involved in battle or something. He's got syphilis. He won't be long for this world. Some of you guys on this front over here. Yang Zhang must have been there. We have that super good defender. Well, they should have zero supply here, right? That means we really have to open up the front here into Venice. Should be a bit easier because, let's see, who's the biggest? Who's pretty big? But, this front will probably get bricked because these guys have no supplies, so they should just get absolutely hammered. And we don't want this front to brick. Well, that's funny. I thought we had occupied Katai, but this is not Katai. That's part of Dutch East Indies, so that's a thing. Something wrong. Where are you? Why do you get unassigned from this front? This makes no why are you traveling? Oh, you just can't, like... Man... Okay. We can't assign you. That's, like, freaking weird. The go to details screen does not go to the details. Do we have a nihilist? No. My kingdom for a nihilist. I really hate how you can't scroll through the outliner while notifications are popping up. What's this? Well, we don't care if British Raj hates us, so... We should move these guys off this front because I think they have no supply, yeah. But they can't leave. They are trapped in battles. Fair enough. Well, we could start passing an educational law. I kind of don't want to pass one of these because if we pass religious schools, then we're going to get blocked trying to pass public schools. We could go for private health insurance, I guess, at this point. I don't hate that. That's fine. And then we will upgrade our bureaucracy as we need it. Did I say 2K? No, I didn't, I guess. Okay. Should be a solid amount. Yeah. Where are you navally invading? Are you invading Kutai or not? Venetia, you're not. Do need to occupy Katai at some point, so... This one fails, the naval invasion fails, which it looks like it will. We will, go for Kutai with both the invasions. Oh man, we're not cutting off the Great Britain. That sucks. Can't get rubber yet. How much is it for an institution? It's probably insane. Oh, we're kind of close. Okay. Private health insurance will be nice. Good bump to our pop growth. Yep. Oh, you lost a battle. Wish we could queue one up. Now we just have to watch this guy. Tell him to land, Kutai. Our economy's got huge. Lines going up. We are losing a ton of infamy in this super long war, though. So that part's nice. I want to end this episode, but I want to end the war first. You know what I mean? We lost so many guys. Let's take a look. We lost like 1 million. Plus way more wounded than them. The war's been super expensive for us. I think we just would take... Oh, we want to liberate Hungary? Interesting. Well, they're not going to back down anytime soon if that's our war goal. But once we take Kutai, maybe we can switch over to steamers. And the other thing, because we're about to finish the tech. And we can get these guys out of reserves, I suppose. I wish you could white peace out someone whom you have demands on. Like, we can't propose peace with just Hungary. Kutai would almost accept white peace, but Hungary's nowhere near just capitulating, so we get this forever war. This should... Oh, come on. Really? The landing doesn't work? I know we don't have landing crafts, but you're not exactly an exemplar of a strong military. Mistakes were made not trying to puppet Banjar instead of Kutai. God, really? And that was our big one too. Holy snap. Hitting my head against a wall here. Guess we want to do some rubber stuff. Right? Got mutual funds. Oh no, this is probably better. Yep. Let's do that. Really crank up the cut off Great Britain here. We can crank that up a little bit. Means we will need to expand taxes in a bunch of spots. As well, to be able to afford all that later. acquired the thing, so how fast is maybe this landing will go better. God. Nope. Unreal. Alright, I'm swapping over my stuff. Crazy. Let's do something that helps immediately. Got an obligation from the Japanese Shogunate. We're gonna just keep trying this. But first, you don't succeed. Try again, maybe? Resolve the obligation. Make them cordial. Oh, we're gonna get one. Finally, jeez. I wonder if we have more offense from... Yeah, we have more support because we have the ironclads, it seems. How are you doing over here? Guess we're gonna, yeah, do some of that action. And once we get in there, we should push them really fast, so... This is war. Marathon war versus Austria and Italy. We'll do this with a big company, like Sunderland. There we go. That should be pretty good. Yeah, before you have ironclads, it's like really hard to do like all the navy stuff. But then when you have the advantage of ironclads versus not ironclads, then landing and stuff gets way easier. Oh no, our obligation expired. Whatever will we do? So, hopefully we can just get a rapid push through here, but I kind of doubt it. I think getting this Hungary released will take a little bit. But I think it's going to be worth it. I mean, we have, like, no infamy down. Or, our infamy's decayed a lot. You know, we are making money off of the fact that our industries are more profitable right now. Ah, we have our auto queue kicking in. Which is, nice. It's been a little bit since we've done that. But that also means we need to, you know, add to the queue. So... Yep, we gotta accept because they're calling in the obligation, but that's fine with us. Looks like the expensive stuff is all on the front of, you know, inputs. go. What is your output? So many qualifications and innovation, but we like we're capped, gated by this. That's why we want education of a kind. Failed naval invasion. We're gonna try again. Gotta cool down for a bit. Looks like they're winning most of these battles. They must just be defending. They're not pushing the front at all. Yeah, we might have to white piece out of this. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it doesn't feel fine. You know, it is fine. And you just got bricked in a naval fight, but... God, the Wrathful Pacifist. I love to see it. What else are we doing? Do want to get clothes super cheap. They're a little cheap. I guess we can push that more. We do have the 51. Where the last one was, but we'll hit it later. I wish there was an auto expansion, an intelligent auto expansion for railways. Boom booms are coming down in price. Let's just sort by peasants and make sure all these have level 1, and then they can auto expand as needed. Failed naval invasion, you hate to see it. Are we pushing in, or are they pushing in? Looks like we're pushing in now. Hopefully the Sun and Realm landing goes okay. Oh, what? Ah, we can pin just a few to the outliner. Okay, fair enough. Radical Breeze. Sweet dude. That fails too. I mean... thinking now if we try and wipe these out here. And just come back when we have a bigger navy, basically. Well, let's see. Do we have... No, we have none in reserve. But this guy should be pretty strong. No? I mean, he keeps getting defeated. Let's take a look at Austria's navy. Flotillas. So he's 1,300 and we have... Why is our power projection so butt? Because you haven't swapped over yet? I mean, we have ironclads and you don't. Probably switch to yeah, this is a little bit better. It's because we just switched over, right? So it should get better. I don't see a modifier for recently changed. This guy, I think, is down here, so I think we expand even more of the South China naval bases. They're not going to be ready in time, but we are also pushing him now. What's your debt look like, my guy? Like none. Russia... Okay, so if we can't get a front, when Russia decides to leave, then we're gonna be done with this war. But for now, we'll just keep pushing. We'll keep on keeping on. This is quite a painful and long episode. Should have... this war could have easily been 2 episodes. It's not profitable, but when we switch to steel buildings, we should be able to swap that over. And hopefully Mahjong intercepts some of these guys. Our investment pool is growing hugely, so we can actually really kick up construction. Or we can lower taxes. I think I want to get to 2K construction first, though. Somewhere else. Okay, why are we getting clapped? Why is our Navy offense so low relative to its defense? I understand we swapped over the PMs, but Guangdong. Alright, let's take a look at Guangdong and Chaozhou. Equipment adjustment. 4 more weeks on this. But also employment is not very good. And we're trying to employ. I mean, he's got more guys. I mean, our power projection's low because can't get up there. We just keep fighting him, so we're not gonna, he's just gonna keep clapping us, I think. Oh, we definitely want to push down the Confucian scholars, so this is perfect. Well, but we are pushing on this front now. How well are we doing overall? Well, kind of not the best. I wish it was multiple fronts, so we can only fight with one guy at a time. This naval invasion is going to not work because of this. And that's just been the story constantly. Yeah. And this progress has just been super slow. Right? Are they progressing into... Oh, they're progressing into Russia. We're losing ground here because they're winning battles. Yeah, so I think it's time to wipe peace. Let's see why. Complete victory, alright. Unfortunate. Well, we bled him a bit, I guess. Let's take a look at our own journal entries. Public trading. Maybe we want to switch everything to publicly traded, I guess. Normally I don't do this, but I actually think it is, it makes them less profitable, but it's going to greatly increase the investment pool contribution and the power of the industrialists in general, now that they are mostly... Why can't you switch? Need a different PM. Okay, fair enough. It makes all these buildings less profitable, but if we do them all, things should balance around and then we'll get publicly traded. I generally like to really do it for all the rural stuff because resources tend to be a bit interesting. So we have that. Should figure out its way pretty soon. Or not. Would we not? Yeah, we can transfer over that. Alright. We love the tech. Okay, now we've had, with that really long war, we had a bunch of decay, so we will pull guys into being our subjects. Oh, I'm not anymore. We don't have the thing from you. We can change you to our customs union without using an obligation. I think we want to end the defensive pact though. Because are we contributing to the powerful protectors? No, France is. Okay, we gotta slap around France at some point then. And we're gonna take a look at what's going on with you. You're not close, because you're cagey about things. And these guys are defending the borders now. Ooh, might need a new strategy. Protectorate you. No, are you defending the borders? No, you just have powerful protectors. Who is your protector? Also France. Oh, and we're not cordial with you. That makes sense too. Okay. So we are gonna have to bust up France, I suppose, at some point here. But this episode, we had an absolutely super long war with both Austria and Italy over just vassalizing them here in Quinine, which kind of took a hot minute. And then we also like expanded construction quite a bit, and what was the other thing? We switched over our PMs on our navies, so moving forward, we're going to be in a much better place, you know, with 150 boats once they start ramping up, because we just kept getting clapped down, and we only have like a third of our actual boat capacity in boats. And so moving forward, things are going to look a lot better. I think we're going to wind down this to irregulars, and we're going to stop spending money on that stuff. But yeah, so looking forward next episode, just we're gonna find a fight to pick in the interim and talk about the fight, and then add a whole bunch to our queue. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, you know, the YouTube algorithm stuff, and have a good day.